Ladies and gentlemen, 7 million zombies currently stand around the Mount Olympus mountain fortress that every clone trooper legion in Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2 is currently defending. Captain Rex leads the troopers in the mountain defense, with the 21st Nova Corps, the 501st Legion, the 2nd Airborne, the 442nd Siege Battalion, the 212th Attack Battalion, and many more clone trooper legions holding the mountain peak. On top of that, they also have 5 ATTEs to rely upon against the enemy zombie onslaught. Can 24,000 clone troopers hold the mountain's peak against 7 million zombies? Let's find that out in today's Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2 video. Please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and comment down below if you enjoyed the video. Now let's get into this thing. Real quick, huge thank you to Instant Gaming for sponsoring this video. They have literally the best deals in gaming. I use it all the time. If you like Star Wars games, Lego Star Wars for $2. Star Wars Battlefront 2 for $9. One of my favorite Star Wars games, Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, $1.70. If you want to play the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod, Men of War Assault Squad 2, $3. Extremely popular games can be up to 99% off. Link in the description below. Thank you to Instant Gaming for sponsoring the channel. Thank you guys for watching. Let's get into the video. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this thing schmoovin' here. We got fast zombies in the very front lines here to blitzkrieg the clone troopers. These fast zombies are extremely quick, as you can see them ski-daddling towards the mountain base here. Now, they don't have the greatest of health or power behind their punches and bites, so they don't do a lot of damage, but if they can get up there quickly and take the clones by surprise, they'll be able to kill at least a few of them before the clones start reacting. Now, they have two paths to go. They can either go the right side, where the shiny Clone Trooper Legion is, or the left side, where the 332nd Clone Trooper Legion is, backed up by the 65th Coruscant Shock Trooper Legion. So, they'll have two different choices right there. Decided not to do the base defense this time around and focus just on the peak, because a lot of previous comments when we do these mountain battles, people don't really care about the bottom defense. They just want to see the choke point battling and, you know, last stand of the peak here. So I decided we were going to do that instead. Let's go down again and see. There should be, yep, they're cresting on up here. Clones have yet to react. There we go. There's a little fire going out, but the zombies are already reaching these 332nd clone troopers right off rip. Because they're so quick, they're able to get between the gaps in these 332nd clone troopers and start to get swings off on them. Already 200 dead zombies, 18 dead clone troopers, so that's pretty good for the zombies, to be completely honest with you. Getting any kills right off rip like this is very, very good, especially when they're going to be going down what's essentially a bunch of death tunnels, but death tunnels with only one wall in them. So these clones are going to be able to just really focus fire on the zombies and get a lot of kills that way. Are any going up the right path? No. They might later on. They tend to kind of switch paths on this map depending on how the AI pathfinding decides to go. So potentially we might see them going the opposite direction at some point, but for now they're just going left side against these 332nd clone troopers. They might also be coming around the back, and yes, they are. We have more runner zombies coming up over here. A very small grouping of clone trooper commandos is over this way defending. These guys have 500 health, and they have very, very good power behind their DC-17M weapons, so they'll be able to do a lot more 332nd behind them as well. So right now, it's a two-pronged attack, although this prong is a lot heavier of an attack going on right now. I also wanted to mention, I forgot, I did include about 1,000 Jedi on the battlefield to assist the clone troopers. They're on guard mode, so they will move about only when the enemies get close enough to them. It's going to act basically as cannon fodder for the clone troopers to deal with more zombies as they come on up. The Jedi will go out there, start swinging, chop a few of them down, but it's gonna give the clone troopers time to fire away while they're doing that. So, a little bit sacrificial. I hate to say it, but it is what it is. Now, over this way, Clone Commandos, not entirely sure if they've taken any losses yet, but They certainly are getting attacked pretty wholeheartedly. Now over here, the 332nd has lost 200 soldiers now, and they've only killed 13,500 zombies. This is certainly not going to be enough to stop the zombie charge outright. They need to start really increasing their kill count. Hopefully, as more 65th Coruscant Guard troopers up there start firing, they'll be able to increase that kill count, but right now, it's not the greatest. Up here, we have more Commandos, 332nd and 65th Coruscant Guard, all meeting in one little place right there, so that'll be good. Then further up here, we have the 21st Nova Corps. So there is a long way for the zombies to go, but it's not looking too good. The fact that so many 65th Coruscant Guard troopers are dying right off rip here. We need to see this body pile grow a lot higher in order to maybe see a clone trooper victory in all of this thing. Let's go check on the Commandos over this way again. They're holding out great. Look at this body pile. They are actually accomplishing what they need to accomplish against these runner zombies. Beautiful. They don't even have the luxury of having a long path to shoot them from, since the zombies just whip around this corner straight into them. Unlike the 332nd, who does have a lot more time to actually fire at the zombies as they come up. So, yeah, it's not looking too good for these guys. Why don't we go ahead and time-lapse for a little bit here and watch 22,000 dead zombies so far, 308 dead clone troopers. Alright, boyos, so some good news, some bad news. The zombies did end up getting up to where we were watching our 332nd brothers defending. That's not great. They've got almost 500 kills. However, it seems like their killing has slowed down. Once they peaked over here, these guys started to be able to fire over, and these guys up top have a perfect angle downward now. So we are seeing a little bit of a body pile starting to build over here. So potentially, that could be a very, very good sign for us. Now over here, the Clone Commandos, it looks like they've taken a couple losses maybe. They've also got some soldiers pretty bloodied over this way, so that is not fantastico. However, they are still holding quite nicely, and this body pile is quite large at this point, so I think these guys could hold long term. Let's go ahead and watch these guys for a little bit over here. Okay, this is kind of a nothing burger over here. They're not losing anyone. They're just holding like the Giga Chads that they are. So I'd rather look over here where it seems like they are still taking some L's. Also, we should check on the other side. Has anyone attacked up here yet? Nope, not a soul. Incroyable. Incroyable. Je voudrais un proclamation. All my French viewers are visibly upset and vomiting at that pronunciation. Even I knew that was bad. I took 6 years of French and I can say like a word. Incredible. Either way, 540 dead clone troopers on the battlefield now, 22,683 of them remain, and 116,000 dead zombies. Let's watch this body pile growing over here, since we are going to see actual clone troopers in combat, unlike the Commandos who are just Giga Chads and holding out. Alright, it's been about 15 minutes. The clones are still holding out. Look at the body pile they've built up here. They have taken some more losses, though. 641 clone troopers have died at this point. Oh god. 250,000 just about zombies have died. So obviously still a long ways to go, but the clones are killing the game. Especially these Commandos. God dang. They are doing great. Is the other avenue touched at all? Nope, not a single zombie has gone up there yet. Impeccable. Wow, truly incredible. That's all I have to say about that. Alright, why don't we watch the shock troopers over here fending off more zombies as they come on up. God dang, son, these guys are crushing it. We're currently sitting at 330,000 dead zombies and 652 dead clone troopers. No real movement in the battle lines currently. It's still fast runner zombies coming up. Now, my wife, Zelda, and I are going to a holiday party, so I'm going to be getting out of here for a little bit. Oh, look, some of the hazmat zombies are coming, and some of the alien zombies now, too. Ooh, wah, wah, wee, wah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it into slow motion and walk away from the computer for probably 3 hours, and we'll just see where we are when we come back. Since it's in slow-mo, not a lot of time will probably pass. I think it's like a quarter of normal speed is what their definition of slow motion is, so I don't know. We're just going to come back and see what happens, but this is probably going to be a battle that goes throughout the night and into tomorrow anyway, so, you know, stepping away from the computer for a couple hours I don't think will be a huge deal. So, let's find out what happens when we return. For you guys, it'll be just like that. Wow. Going in slow-mo really did not do much. So, we are down to 5.6 million zombies left alive with, it's saying 726,000 have died from clones. Obviously, 7 million minus 700,000 would be 6.3 million, not 5.6 million. So my best guess is that some explosive fire or zombies falling off of the mountaintop and things like that are accounting for the other kills, which does happen frequently in the game. As well as sometimes when they're so compact like this, it results in crush, where like this, like multiple entities end up in the exact same spot, and then they kind of slowly wither down as if they're drowning in terms of health, and that can lead to loss as well. Like, look at these guys here. They are globbed up big time. So we're back into normal speed. The holiday party was bussin', by the way. Fantastico. But we don't have too much in terms of changes. 22,571 clone troopers remain on the battlefield. They've lost 652. The flank here still holding so well. Love to see that. They're not taking any losses. They need to be flanked in order to go down, I'm pretty sure. This side, of course, did end up taking some losses. Zombies are still not approaching at all over here, which is a huge missed opportunity, to be completely honest with you, but it is what it is, my dudes. So why don't we go ahead and do a little time lapse over here. It is midnight right now. I'm gonna probably stay up till like 1 a.m. doing some time lapses and stuff like that, and then we might do another slow-mo into the morning. But let's go ahead and watch this just wall of random commandos all together. This is so many commandos. There's a couple thousand of them on the battlefield, so there's a lot of commandos that normally wouldn't be this bunched up. You know, usually they're in squads of 4 and whatnot. So this is a lot of commandos. Let's watch them holding this flank. Alright guys, it's been about 20 minutes here, and we're still at 652 dead clone troopers, so they are strictly holding right now. I think a big part of that is the fact that they don't really have any more runner zombies. They do have some of those military zombies, which are very powerful. They also have alien zombies and the hazmat zombies. You know, those guys are good too, but I'm not seeing the runner sprinter zombies in this direction as much. Maybe a couple are coming up here, but really not many. And they might have actually been really helping with the zombies getting up here, because now they're not even reaching the front here. They're just kind of dying out that way. There's also one 332nd trooper still alive right here. Big chilling. There's a couple runners. They're the only ones kind of making it close-ish to the top here, but beyond that, the clones are holding out against the zombies big time right now. So let's watch this guy, why not? And we can angle it so we can see the zombies coming up. He's firing away, he's in some grass, lovely. Oh boys, there's 5.1 million zombies remaining, and it looks like they finally breached the back over here. I don't know how they did it during that time lapse, but they did. And so now the zombies are coming in the flank over this way. There's only 21,294 clone troopers remaining. That is a very, very big loss for them. Maybe it was the military zombies comboed with a few remaining runner zombies. That could have maybe double whammied it and resulted in them losing that position back there. The guy we were watching, funnily enough, is still alive over here because he's kind of glitched into the wall. But the people behind him ended up dying, which is kind of crazy. This way, still no zombie attack. Of course, yeah, but why not? Why would we even attack over there? That would just be goofy. But the 65th Coruscant Guard and 332nd are still holding this area here. And further up this way, there should be, I believe, more commandos. Yes, there are. There's a lot more commandos over here, so maybe they'll be able to hold for a longer period of time. But right now, we are seeing some action changing the battlefield. Why don't we go ahead and watch the corner here as the zombies flank on up this way. Alright guys, it's been another 30 minutes. A little bit more progress has been made against the clone troopers here. 1540 of them currently remain on the battlefield. Meanwhile, 4.8 million zombies still remain. So about 3.2 million have been killed on the battlefield at... Oh, no, wait. 2.2 million have been killed. I can't do math, clearly. Might be, but we're still chilling. We still have our clone troopers here firing away. The zombies are getting a little bit closer, and yeah, they are getting a few troops in here every so often, bloodying up these clone troopers a decent bit. So they're not going to be impervious to more attacks, not one bit. Let's go ahead and watch these guys for a little bit longer right here. Alright, we've got another pretty good holding point. It's actually 2 a.m. now. I am exhausted. So I'm going to go ahead, put it in slow-mo again here, and just let this ride. So for you guys, again, it'll be just a second. For me, it'll be the next 8 hours. 21,000 clone troopers remain, and 4.7 million zombies remain. I'll see you guys in the morning. Alright boyos, it is the next morning, and it looks like very little progress has been made by the zombies. 3.4 million of them remain, so we are now officially halfway through our zombie force. They're coming from over here still, but barely making it up. It's mainly these troopers here that are the ones that could have really any type of impact on the battle. The rest are just completely staying at the bottom of the mountain there. But 3.5 million is certainly enough to make a difference. And I mean, there's some pretty powerful zombies back here that are coming forward. So we are halfway through, but oh, look at this. There's still a lot once you visualize the horde. And a lot of military zombies, which is definitely very, very good to see. There's 21,000 remaining clone troopers and 3.45 million zombies remaining. Let's go ahead and watch our little corner here, fighting some zombs. These boyos continue to shred like nobody's business. They are absolutely dominating the zombies right now. I mean, they're taking a couple losses here and there, but really not much. They're doing quite well, I would say. So let's continue to watch. We'll change up the angle, maybe watch it downward. I don't know. There's also these guys still over here chilling. Our friend over here did die, but these two, they're still vibing. We're probably not going to watch them, though, because that would be a little bit of a boring spot. There's also these guys randomly. Yeah, there's just kind of randos all around, but let's do another time-lapse, boys. 3.2 million zombies remain, 21,000 clone troopers. Uh-oh, it looks like the zombies bypass through this area. That's not good, but they are getting stopped by the Republic Commandos over this way now. So we are looking at 3 million zombies remaining. I think the problem is the hook right here. They were able to kind of slither up here without taking damage and then hit the guys and kill them. So that was kind of the major problem there. Over here, though, it looks like they are killing quite a number of these boys. Very nice. A little bit of a body pile growing here. And it's going to be Republic Commandos for a while here until we get to the 21st Nova Corps. And it does seem like the Republic Commandos are some of the better units, it seems, at the moment against the zombies. So that is definitely working out for them at le moment. But a little bit of progress for the zombies. Nonetheless, 17,000 remaining of the clone troopers. So let's watch. 40-minute time lapse right there, and the clones are in total domination mode right now. Look at that, 2.7 million zombies remain. Is anything going on over here? Oh! Zombies did attack up here, apparently. Took out a couple ATTs, and then seemed to stop their attack. Oh, there's a few more coming through. Interesting. Alright, well that's spicy. I wasn't really expecting that, but I mean, that works out. Kind of forgot about this area since last night, but yeah, here's a few zombies coming through. Why don't we watch these guys for a bit here, because they're in the action too. Alright guys, it's been another 30 minutes here, and it looks like we have 16,800 clone troopers remaining on the battlefield here, and they've still got one ATTE. I have noticed, I think a few 41st Elite Corps soldiers are dying over here. I'm not sure about these guys. They might have been pushed back a little bit. It looks like one zombie or two got in here. The military zombies do group damage, so he might have just gotten a lucky swing off and killed a bunch of them right there. But these guys are holding out nicely. Look at the bodies just tumbling down here into a massive body pile down below. That is crazy. This whole area here seems like the best place for the zombies to potentially continue on their trek. They've still got 2.6 million zombies remaining, which is a very hefty amount. So there's still a lot of battle to go. We're losing a lot of our space in the storage, so I'm gonna not do some time lapses for now and save those for later, but I'll go ahead and just let this ride for like an hour, and we'll come back in just a second for you guys and see what happened. Alright boyos, it's been another hour here, and it looks like some progress has definitely been made right over here. The ATTE is now gone, along with all of these clone troopers dead. However, the 65th Coruscant Guard over here seems to be clutching it up. They've taken some damage, it appears, and obviously taken some losses, but they're body piling up. Are they getting supported from above? No, not really. It's just a nice little straightaway here that they're able to collect from. Down here, let's see. There's random Republic Commandos here. I wonder if they got knocked off the top and thrown down to where this was where they had that original defense going. And these guys are all, wow, they made it far up here. Looks like the military zombies really pushed forward big time, killed a lot of clones, and now they're up top here at the 501st Legion area. Here's Captain Rex still chilling. Buddy, those DC-17s might be a little big for your hands. I'm not gonna lie, but they are holding out here pretty nicely. Not too shabby at all. They've taken a few losses, but all in all, they are killing these zombies quite nicely. 11,195 clone troopers remain. 2.1 million zombies remain. Let's check out a time lapse of the top here with the zombies coming on up and the clones killing them. Yeah, baby. Alright guys, that was another hour there. We're at 1.8 million remaining zombies, and 11,000 remaining clone troopers still. I think they are hard locking this down, which is fantastic. I'll let it ride for another couple hours here, just to see what happens. But it's looking like a clone W at this point, but we are seriously low on storage space, so I'm just gonna let it ride. Alright guys, it's been another 3 hours, and it looks like the Jedi finally kind of pushed out. That's why all the lines have these little zigzags in them, because the Jedi were working their way forward to kill some of these zombies out here, but to little or no avail. I mean, there was no reason to do that. They're just dominating. The zombies are still heading up this way, but there's only 233,000 of them left. There's still 8,500 clone troopers left, so it looks like a few more clones did end up dying down this way. Let's go ahead and hit the nuke on them and finish this thing off, because there was not even close to enough zombies to get a W here. The clone trooper army ended up taking them for a huge ride at the very end there, getting 2 million kills with only losing like 2,000 soldiers. So that was insane. Clone troopers, it was touch and go at certain points there, but at the end of the day, they just destroyed the zombie army. Either way, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace! I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.